You might even be like Scott and I when we started out, all right? You might be, Scott and I started out, we were a couple of broke students. We were in university. We were actually negative on the world. We had debt, more debt than we owned. And we had to figure out a way to build a life for ourselves because we recognized early on that the world wasn't going to do it for us. No one's going to come knocking on our door and deliver a pathway for us. So we had to we realized buying property and income properties was the way to make it happen. Now, Scott and I did something that I do not want you guys to have to do, which is trial and error. We stumbled through the first few properties and we made the mistakes and we learned what works and what doesn't work. And I usually like to say it took about 5 years for me and for us to get out of that first period of trial and error. We had no system to follow. We had no coach to help us. We had no guiding light. We were just a couple of guys figuring it out with a ton of hard work and a ton of mistakes. And I was speaking to real estate investors that absolutely loved that idea. But they said, Michael, I don't got 5 years. How do I do this quicker? And that's where Scott and I really came up with this idea of Keyspire, where we can take the system that we have, the system that we've learned, that we refine every single year, every single day as real estate investors, and how can we bring more people in to that step-by-step system? How can we help other investors all across the country, all across North America, and really around the world at this point, help them by following the system? So as an investor, you don't have to learn from your mistakes, you can learn from ours. You don't have to make the $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 mistakes. You can just follow the list, follow the checklist.